So I know that even with my content, there is a lot of hate. I've learned to embrace it. I've been bullied my whole life, and I feel like this is like the reason why, because now it does not faze me really, because now I have a community who like builds me up so much that I don't even feel that. We've got to start building a bridge somewhere. So I'm trying to lay off a little bit of my snarkiness and my sarcasm a little bit and trying to build a little bit of a bridge, because I think we have a lot of silent followers that are noticing how everybody is treating each other, not just in the news, but like how people talk to one another and how people behave in reality. I think it's what's waking people up.
All right, Sunken Presketeers. It's your boy Corey Davenport, notorious shit poster.
And Nicole Gorey, and we're on the same side.
We are on the
So
same
weird.
side.
There's very little elbow from here.
Yeah, no, we love to elbow each other. It's great. We're also wearing sunglasses tonight.
And we have like a beachy vibe going on.
We do. We have.
Going on.
I look very Boogaloo Boy right now, which I do not endorse the Boogaloo Boys, but I look like one right now, and that's kind of funny.
I look like I did DMT one time, and now I'm a hippie chick. Hi.
I've done DMT three times.
We weren't supposed to talk about the.
Okay, so anyway, we're wearing sunglasses in solidarity with our guests tonight. We got Kelley and Chelsa from Macoupin County, Indivisible. You are a progressive group in the middle of a deep red county who's doing some real work. Like, I'm impressed. You've done multiple protests that have been extremely successful. You've been featured on national TV. You have just come up real fast. I saw the other day you had like, what, 2 million views?
Yeah.
That's the most I've ever had.
That is
3.8 million views in 90 days.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
How long ago did you guys start doing this?
It was probably like late spring, I think.
Yeah.
Of last year?
I don't remember exactly. We
Oh,
just,
wow.
yeah, it was probably late spring of 2025.
Yeah. So less than a year.
That is amazing. Okay, but before we get any farther, for people who may not know, because honestly, I'm bad with counties. I'm from Sangamon and then Cook. So this area is confusing a little bit.
Macoupin's right by Sangamon.
Is it? Well, that's what I'm asking. So what towns do you guys cover? That's what I'm asking, because I get
Okay.
confused with, there's a lot of like little, like I have also lived in Decatur and Taylor. I've lived everywhere. So
Right.
Carlinville, Gillespie, Staunton.
Okay.
Monolive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the main ones is what I was. Yeah, the
Yes.
other ones, not just the ones I've heard of. I just wanted to
Shout out to all the small ones that I'm forgetting about.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
so
there's all
many
kinds of little
small
villages.
little towns.
Yeah.
Like Royal
villages.
Lakes, which is
Royal Lakes.
Yeah.
extremely segregated.
Yes.
Do you have any members that have like volunteered with you guys or in those small towns that you know of?
Oh,
or-
yes. We have them
Heck
come
yeah.
from all over.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
people that come from Springfield even just to show up for us because they know we need the extra, the oomph a little bit sometimes.
Oh, and then my second question though, and then we can.
Yeah, of course.
What is an Indivisible?
Yeah, that was.
Yo, sorry.
Yeah, no. I love it when you ask.
You go for it.
So there's Indivisible National, and they're a 501c3. They have staff members, they have leadership, they have all this infrastructure. But then you have your local Indivisible chapters, which anybody can start. And the chapters are volunteer led. At the chapter level, everything's volunteer. And yeah, it's just a grassroots movement. I forget how many thousand. It's like over 2,000 now. I know if you listen to the weekly What's the Plan meetings with Ezra and Leah, the co-founders of Indivisible, I mean, I've been following those for months, and every week they keep saying we have like 5 to 10 new groups coming online every day. Every day.
And so there's no leadership within, or is there?
So there is. So a lot of the national days of action and training and webinars and all that.
So many resources.
Yeah, a lot of that comes down from Indivisible National.
Okay.
And then the chapters are free to do what they want, but usually everybody tries to row the boat in the same direction. So when they have a national day of action on a given day, then all the Indivisible chapters are all working to take that action on that day.
Like No King's Days.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also do your own little local campaigns too.
Right.
Absolutely. I realized that we didn't even get to why we're all wearing sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of haters, specifically Chelsa, right?
Yes.
You've got a lot of haters.
Yes, many.
Because
many.
you're in a red county saying things that are objectively true, and
Yes.
And
they don't like it. It's very Plato's Cave. You come back, you're like, hey, that's a shadow play you're watching. They're like, we will kill you with rocks.
Yes.
And one of the things they hate the most about you is how good you look in shades.
Yeah, they can't stand that I wear my sunglasses. And I found that out early when I started making reels. I realized that if we're going to get our message across, I'm going to have to like be in some content and not just like write about stuff. I'm going to have to make reels. And I really I didn't want to do that. But then I realized like I could get people to really engage and comment when I wore my sunglasses. And then when I started wearing them inside, I mean, like
they triggered.
they
Oh
are
my gosh,
so
yeah.
angry
Oh,
about
those
it.
snowflakes love hating on women for any reason, really.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
They hate that I'm fat. They hate that I'm loud. They hate that I have like not super white teeth. Like they find anything.
Same, comrade.
Yeah, like they just hate anything. But then we've had multiple other women make content, you know, like for other Indivisibles and stuff, and they hate on them for other reasons. So I just realized they're going to hate on you no matter what. So you
They
might as
hate
well
women.
just keep saying it.
Do you get a lot of hate, Kelley? I mean, I know you're not a woman.
We've talked about this actually. I don't get much hate. I feel
Really?
I feel left out.
It's actually not surprising.
And we joke
I don't know
about
why
this
you're like,
because
really, no.
it's funny that all the MAGA haters will pick on a woman, but they'll leave a guy, you know, alone.
Oh, no, they cow chop my ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would they ever approach you in public?
No, fuck no. Look at
I
me.
know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think they're just afraid, to be honest with you. It seems like whenever you confront them, they back down. It's all bark, no bite.
He also tends to only do the content that's like informative and educational, and I may be a little bit more
She likes poking the bear a little bit.
sarcastic.
Rage baiting is
Yeah.
my favorite thing in the world. I
just-
love rage baiting them assholes. They're just like, you know, a woman is a woman and a man is a man. And I'm like, your wife is going to leave you and she's going to leave you for me.
It's funny how many of them have never heard of intersex.
No, yeah.
It's like an actual, you know, there's
It's
like,
funny how many of them have never had intercourse as well.
yeah.
Like that's another.
Funny, but not surprising.
No, not surprising. We were just talking about incels before this.
We were.
Like
Before
literally,
we
like
yeah.
you said, you just learned about incels recently.
I knew what incels were, just not like
The extent of how
details
Oh,
and
the
all
glossary
the
of
it goes
terms.
deep.
there's so many terms that I'm still learning that I didn't know.
You got to know your enemy. They're the ones telling you that you're ugly and that your sunglasses suck. Like because they have never known the fond touch of a woman. Not even their moms. Their moms probably hated them.
So I have a question. Do you switch? Do you have are those your usual sunglasses, or do you
So
switch
I
it up?
have different pairs, and now all like my followers, not all my followers, but my followers now bring them to me. So I have different.
Actually, about to be like, I want to gift you with. I wear checkered, like
Yes,
you know,
the
that's
crazier
my
and
favorite.
funkier and the bigger the better.
See, I don't like the big ones, but these are fun, and I get a lot of compliments. They might be. I mean, they look like maybe NASCAR-ish, so maybe these people are
Yeah.
gonna like them.
I thought that maybe doing very small ones too, that like just cover like my eyeball.
Oh, I saw that one.
Like
that
from
one
the
was
ma-
great.
from the
Yeah.
Wear
Matrix.
goggles.
Yes, I like they have told me just to wear a face shield. Like they call me the Fly, all these things, and I like
They
it
call
made-
you the Fly
The
like you're
Fly.
a fucking superhero.
The Fly. Yes, yes, and I love it because they'll ask me like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses inside?" And I'm like, "Because you commented. Like we're monetized now, so it just helps boost all the
Yeah.
engagement."
They have
so,
no idea how much help they're giving us.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have blocked all of them. And I'm like, oh man, now I'm missing out on that cash cow. Because like, I just, my block list is over 1,000 now.
Yeah.
And as you know, I've been making them into Pokemon cards.
Yes.
I've been making my block list into Pokemon cards. I give them funny names and made up little.
I got
you
Bunky
sent
Dog.
me. You sent me that dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're just so. God, they're specimens. You know, like I'll look at them and be like I don't like shaming people for the way they look, but the way they present themselves is a
vibe.
different story. They vote for Trump because they're stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
And they
They're
can't help it.
uneducated.
They are uneducated, which I'm sure you run into a lot up there. Like, I was a school reporter for a long time. Southwestern used to kill it. And then you guys also had Andy Minar, who he's now like what, the lieutenant governor?
Yeah.
Deputy
governor.
Deputy governor.
Deputy governor.
I believe.
He did the school funding reform that revolutionized the way Illinois schools are funded. And he came from Macoupin. That was at Bunker Hill, right?
Yep, Bunker
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah.
Bunker Hill's in Macoupin. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
know some decent people from Bunker Hill.
I know some decent people.
Kaylin's from Bunker Hill.
I know, yeah. No, I know some really good people from out that way. And I'm wondering, like, are you seeing more of them come out of the woodwork? Because I know Macoupin County is this deep red place, right? And not like the fun red, not commie
Not
red.
fun.
But like a very Republican joint. And it's not very populated. So are you finding people who otherwise hadn't voted, or are you converting people who are red? Or are
So-
you just pissing them off in the meantime to make them rethink their positions?
So I think we're doing a little bit of all of that at once.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of people, especially that are from like Edwardsville, that are like moving to Staunton. And Staunton's really kind of become like a progressive hub in Macoupin
Yeah.
County. We have the MAC, we have Blackbird, and we have Mississippi Culture.
I've not
And-
been to the Blackbird or Mississippi Culture, but I love
I've
the
heard
Mac.
people eating their pastry. That's the cafe, right?
The Mac.
Or
Or no,
the Blackbird.
no,
Yeah, I'm
Blackbird,
sorry. I
yes.
have been
Yes,
actually. I
Blackbird.
want to take a trip. I was going to ask you. I wanted to take a trip because it looks delicious.
You have to
Like,
on a
it's good.
Saturday
It's
morning. They're really
Staunton.
busy, but
and
it's
that's when
worth
they have the
it.
biscuits and gravy, right?
Yes, biscuits and
I did. I've
gravy
been watching
and
TikToks.
French
Okay.
toast.
Sorry.
No,
That is
it's
awesome,
okay.
though. I
Like,
love
no,
to
no,
hear
we're
that.
here to hype Macoupin County.
No, like for real. That's my like before I even started all this politically, I have been on a journey to like hype up Macoupin County because I'm 7 years sober from heroin and
Congratulations.
thank you. And pills. I was
Fuck
quite
yeah.
a wild person, but I got sober using all the free resources at Macoupin County Public Health Department. Like they got me on
Really?
Suboxone. They like that. It was before it was really well known that you could get Suboxone, and like we had a secret place where we could go and feel safe, and we had meetings, and it saved my life. It really did. And I used my medical card, and we were on SNAP, and I was using all of the resources that I advocate
Oh,
for
and
now.
you being honest about that really pisses them off.
Oh, they hate it.
I love that though. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No, I love you and I didn't know much about you and I just want to say I love you and we're going to talk more.
Yes.
But that is badass. But I
Yeah.
also bet that a lot of people think that that's not being sober. And I
Yes.
hate that mentality and it just really makes me
How
mad.
is that not being sober?
Oh, there's a whole group of like it's in the addiction like addict community. There's people
yes.
who will hate the comments of people who have gotten clean and have
Using
had to-
Suboxone.
any kind of maintenance.
Are
I'm
any-
off of it now.
Yeah.
I weaned
Yeah.
myself off of it, and like that's.
But it's still takes,
but it saved my life. It
Yeah.
it keeps you alive while you
yes.
can adjust yourself mentally to keep going. Because
What's the difference between that and like an antidepressant?
Nothing.
Because like
nothing.
I take SSRIs to make sure I don't go nuts.
Absolutely.
and it's very well tracked and you have to go to the doctor. It's not like you're just like
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
you have to be in
Yeah.
therapy and group
Yes,
therapy, and they had all of these.
you have to be doing the work.
Yes.
It's not,
It's not just handed to you and that's
it. Just
it.
makes me so mad when I see
Yes.
those comments.
Oh, that pisses
I'm
me
so
off.
proud of you and
Yeah,
congratulations.
congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And that's awesome that Macoupin County had those sorts of resources. Like, I was not expecting that. Like,
Yes.
That's really neat to know. And
they
do they
s-
still have them?
Yes, so there's Montgomery County and Macoupin County ROSC. They do a lot of
Okay,
stuff.
yep.
So they have a consortium that they do together, and it gets all the community out. But it's still through the public health department. Like St. Francis Way is in Litchfield now, and that they are the same people. Some of the same people that are working there that when I was there, and like getting help, and they're still there today, like running the program now.
Oh, that's
So-
amazing. And-
Must be good if they're staying.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, what's your background?
Well, I got involved with this organizing, right after Trump got reelected, and I started seeing all the things happen that we were afraid of. And so I got involved. I started out actually with Springfield 5051,
Okay.
organizing protests at the state capitol. And kind of the highlight of what I did up there that I'll mention real quick was one day I was at work. I work from home. I was finishing up my shift, and I get a phone call from someone. I can't mention any names because I'm sworn to secrecy, but this phone call says, "Hey, Christy Nome is coming to Springfield tomorrow morning, and I hear you're one of the main organizers with 5051." And I said, "Yeah." And this person said, "Well, can you can you get a protest, like a large protest, out there by like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning? And this is like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday.
Shit.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. So just got on it, blasted everything out there on social media, and then everybody kept resharing it. Long story short, like I guess it'd be a little over 12 hours later, we had like 300 people out there
I remember
protesting
that.
Christy No.
We covered that.
12 hours?
Yeah, that was,
I didn't know that was put together that quick.
Something.
though.
I mean, it was, but started about mid-afternoon, and then it was like first thing the next morning. So whatever that works out to be, but
Yeah, I'm friends with Nick Dotson in Austin, and they knew Emma, who Christy No was trying to use as an example. And it sucks because that was
I'm so glad her family spoke out against that.
me
though.
fucking too. Like that was everything that she stood
Right.
against. Christy Nome was there to be like, yeah, you're bad. It's like, God, fucking ghouls.
I used to live in Springfield,
Ghoulish
so I
behavior.
I didn't know her really personally, but I knew a lot of people who did too. And hearing about, how amazing she was, and then to have that done was really fucking.
yeah, it was really messed up. It was really just a slap in the face to the Springfield community, really.
Amen to that. And then I followed you. First time I heard about you, Chelsa, was there was some bullshit that was going on.
Yeah.
The Macoupin County board chair.
Yeah, Larry Schmidt.
What did he say about gay people again?
So he said that I can't quote him directly, I guess, but like,
Paraphrase.
you can be gay, but you don't have to flaunt it in the streets. Like, you don't have to flaunt your disability in the streets.
That's right. He called
Because
being
it
gay
was
a
about
disability.
gay pride and how Anheuser-Busch pulled their funding. And he was in there, and you'd see a lot of our local Republicans would go to these public spaces online and just spew the hatefulness and the propaganda. And finally, I've always been like someone who is a little bit of about like a loudmouth about things, and like I'll just kind of, especially like I like to call out a man, like I just do.
You do it so well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I looked at my husband and I said, I'm calling him out. I'm going to say something publicly about this. And I felt like as the daughter of lesbians, like I could speak on it. I'm bisexual myself, and I just felt like somebody's going to have to say something. So I did, and we had a protest, and he said he's sorry, like some bullshit apology, like really didn't mean a lot, but we did. That's kind of where this all started. And then Kelley like got a hold of me. We had mutual friends that were like, you guys are both trying to get something started for Macoupin County. Why don't you do it together? And then
We got together. She didn't know me. I didn't know her. And I think we did this, got this thing started like over a phone call. And
yes,
I think it just started with, hey, what would you think about taking your monthly protest? Because I think you had done 2 at that point.
yes.
And I said, what would you think about just making this a weekly protest and like trying to get a group going down here? Because I was still organizing in Springfield, but the team, we had built up the team in Springfield. And I was like, okay, there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen here. You guys got this. I trust you. I think I'm going to go back home now.
I think I heard about a little bit of drama from a little bit.
Yeah,
we'll talk later.
There was, yeah. But that was not the reason. I want to
No,
be clear. That was not the reason I left. I really, because there was nothing going on down here except you got it started, so I got to give you credit for that. And then from there, we just started protesting every week.
Yep.
And then we formed our group, and then we kind of solidified as Indivisible.
Yeah.
And then we just started doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yes. And now we have resistance meetings. We're able to do pop-up protests and like get people to like come and show up within a short amount of time. When ICE came to my community, they called me. People called me immediately. I mean, within minutes. And it felt, I didn't know how to take that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not used to being the person that people call, and I know they do that to you, Corey. Like, I've been one of those people in your inbox, like, hey, do something about this. And
Yep.
there's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? I understand that a little bit better now that, like, you can only handle, like, your part of your community. And so, like, that's whenever it's like, well, I can handle this.
Yep.
And
That's when you need to set, like, Corey does, like, boundaries sometimes. Because,
Yes.
like, you're a busy woman. You need your space. You
I
got,
gotta
like you
leave
said,
my
you're married.
phone
You got
somewhere.
like, yeah. Sometimes you gotta be, hey, no, but tonight
Well,
I'm
set it
taking
down.
off. Like, leave it
For
alone.
sure. I've been learning from Corey since day one on this. But like you are good about being like, hey, I can't talk this weekend.
Yeah.
I can't, and you will just be off, and then you know that nobody expects anything of you. Like you
It's
put that
great.
firm out there.
Yeah, no, my therapist taught me that. My therapist was like, "Hey, bud, it seems like you're bringing the entire city's therapy to me right now. What's wrong with Corey?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. Just all these they called me a pedophile on the billboard, man. They didn't even know how to spell.
Right.
Like, they're gonna think that I'm bad because my enemies are stupid."
Right.
And then the other day I had like a crash out because I was like, my fucking Lex Luthor runs a chain of vape stores, and I don't know. I don't even really consider myself anything of like an activist or an organizer. I'm a shitposter.
Oh, no.
No, you are
You're
so-
selling yourself short.
You
listen,
anger me with this. Like, I am a cheesy person. I have a nickname of cheese.
Uh-huh.
And like, I just want you to like sit in the fact of like, you not only have started this in Alton, but like you are helping me in Macoupin, and now you're helping Montgomery County.
Yeah.
Like,
I do love
you're
Sasha and
spreading,
Lisa.
yes, you're
they're
spreading
awesome.
it around, and you're not just you're taking people with you.
Corey, you are good. You
It's all just
you're good
a
at
scheme.
organizing things.
I want
and
to
you're
start
also
a
good
cult.
at get people active. Like
I
you
just
want
wanted to
people-
start a cult.
I know. I was
And-
part of that cult.
I
so-
know. I just want to
That's how we
start a
met.
cult. I want to.
I think you already did.
I want like 7 wives. I want to hang out by a river. I want Tabitha to sit in a Victorian tower and read to her heart's content and get whatever she wants. I want everyone to just bring Tabitha trinkets and appease her. All right, so
Okay.
one of my favorite things that
Nice
you
of
were
her.
both at was the shit day.
Oh yeah,
The day of the shit.
I remember.
that was the day a lot changed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that put you on the map because I was talking
Yes,
to
really
it
did.
did.
So Chase Martin,
He's awesome.
He's a reporter at the Telegraph, and I help him out a little bit. He does everything on his own merits. Like, he doesn't endorse what I do per se, but like, we're homies. I'll give him phone numbers. I'll throw him some tips. I threw him that tip,
Right.
and he was like, "Yeah, that was one of the biggest stories that I've ever had," and I hit it out of the park. And I'm like, "Yeah, it was a compelling story." And then I watched all the follow up. I wrote about it. I saw the engagement, and I'm like, "Holy shit, man! These people are mad." Did you ever find out anything else? Actually, we should recount the story for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all were
It's a fun
protesting
story.
mid-July.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it was a hot summer
So
day.
that was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and somebody left, what, 2 trailer full of manure?
Oh, it was more than that. It was a flatbed truck and
Okay.
I think at least 2 trailers, like
Yes.
big flatbed trailers of,
Yes.
of manure in
Mm-hmm.
front of where we protest. Yeah. And so the way that
I wasn't there that day.
you weren't there, but
I ran media, so I did the social media and was like talking to the media
Yep.
while
You were talking
Kelley
to me
was
and
there
Chase.
because we realized kind of quickly like they thought they were gonna hurt us, like they thought they were gonna fuck us over, but we just were gonna spin it and use it against them and make them look stupid.
yeah,
Great
we
tactic.
almost, so she stayed home that day. So I was sending her pictures and video and stuff like that. And you were almost doing it like live, breaking
Yes.
news almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was following the hell out of it. I was like, oh my God, what?
So we had extra poster board and stuff because, sometimes
Uh-huh.
people don't bring signs. So we have markers and poster board. And we started taking the fact that MAGA put out all these truckloads of bullshit out there, and we just flipped it on them. We started using like shit and crap as like wordplay, like Trump's policies are crap, fascism stinks, all these like
Yeah.
word plays on using shit somehow. And then we all just lined up with those signs. And then we basically, all this shit that they delivered just became basically a prop for our protest.
And it made
was
amazing
hilarious.
content.
It did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a man who enjoys a good marketing.
Think of how pissed they were, because that sounds like a lot of effort. That seems like a lot of shit.
Manure is
It seems-
expensive,
And I
though.
think it'd be heavy. I don't know for
Manure's
that much
light,
shit.
actually.
But that much of it, wouldn't you think? It'd
And
be
on a
worth it?
hot
It's a-
day,
It's a
you're-
tiresome
I
day
mean,
to
they
shovel all
really
that shit.
exerted themselves.
Although
And
they
I
probably
said-
had like
Guys,
an earth mover or something. They just scooped it up.
yeah,
threw it
probably
on
with
there.
a tractor.
Yeah.
Like they did it.
Do you know who
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah.
You don't have to give us names.
I'm not
You
going to
just-
name names, but I've heard from pretty reliable sources through the grapevine. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've
okay.
also heard that the people involved after we flipped it around and they saw how they actually boosted and grew our movement because of all the publicity it got, that they actually really regretted the whole stunt.
Oh my God! Of
Yeah.
course they did. So after that, you continued to protest, and I noticed that your No Kings Day was insanely well attended for how low a population you have.
Yeah.
How many were there, and what do you attribute that to?
Well, I would say like for No Kings 1, we probably had about 500 people.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is just people are fired up. People are waking up. New groups are forming. There's protests. It seems like every day now.
Yeah.
And I think the size is just really, people waking up and paying attention. And even if somebody doesn't listen to the news, they're probably hearing a conversation over here among their friends. And what's going on? What is this protest stuff?
Yes.
Well, and then that becomes an opportunity to talk to people.
Yeah.
And bring people in who weren't even aware stuff was happening. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, God, I saw somebody comment on something today and was like, "Who's Renee Good?" And I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Oh my
wow.
God.
You're that under a rock, man?
That's
and I guess I
wild.
take for granted that I'm a news guy.
Honestly, I have met people, well, not met, but seen comments like that being sarcastic. But I've also genuinely met people who didn't know a lot about that, but basically because, like I said, everyone's just trying to, like, survive. So they're working, they're raising their families.
Yes.
They're not trying to, honestly, they're so fed up with politics right now that they don't even want to watch the news because
Politics will eat you alive and make your life harder.
Like I told you,
Yeah.
I understand, but I also, as a single mom who 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I couldn't be bothered. I didn't think it affected me whatsoever because I just wanted to be able to feed my kids. So
I mean,
like,
back then it was easier to feed kids, though.
it
Yeah.
was, but it was still hard, and now
Yeah.
it's even harder. So like, yeah, I can understand why some people, they're just not.
Well, with all this scary stuff happening right now, there's a lot of people who just need to stay away from the news. Well, I know stay away from the news
Yeah.
just to protect their mental health.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah, that's fair.
A huge
you
part.
got to take care of you, and that's an important thing too. Or just, limit your news exposure and where you're getting it.
Yes,
maybe.
where you're
That's
getting
what I
it is
do,
really
yeah.
important, though.
Yeah.
Too.
That's why I
Yeah.
block all the fascists. I block them. I'm like, I don't need to see what you think. I don't care.
See, I do
I limit
follow
myself.
Fox News because sometimes self-care is arguing, but I don't argue to argue. I don't argue. I argue to, like, feel better because then I'll just go away. I don't take it seriously because
Right.
I'm not going to change your mind.
I think also like a lot of people come to the protest because of like online shit is so heavy, the news is so heavy, and they're just looking for community. Like
It's a great place to
basic,
build it.
it's just basic stuff. Like you just need community. We have so many people who say they wouldn't been able to like handle the anxiety or anything without the every other week protest that we still have going on, where we stand out there. Like for Christmas, we did Christmas music, and a lot of these people are retired and they are on fixed incomes and their healthcare is skyrocketed and they don't know how they're going to pay to eat sometimes, but they're still the ones that are showing up every other week at our protests and then bringing like the food because we have a food drive every time we have a protest. And those are the ones who are like staying engaged. And I wish we could reach more young people and get them to like, come on, like let's
TikTok.
Yeah. Something. We've got to try
Someone's gotta
something.
do that. It looks like we're up for our first break, but whenever we come back, we're going to talk about ICE in Staunton because that was actually where I met both of you in person for the
Yes.
first time. And
Yeah.
it was one of the most insane events I've ever been to. So whenever we get back, we'll talk about ICE, deportations, and other fun shit. Like, yeah, I have like two hot button issues that really hit me outside of the normal range of like abortion is healthcare, abortion's a human right, trans rights are human rights, land back. Like, I got a lot of it.
Think though how many like abortions Trump's had to pay for? He would be like more, like.
It's for him, not for us.
No, I know.
Imagine
It
if the
doesn't count.
poor's had access to abortion. Then we could fuck willy-nilly. Oh no! The worst thing in the world. The poor's are fucking. What else are we gonna do? But like the thing is.
We back.
All right, so we're back. I've changed back into my taped up glasses because I'm too lazy to get an eye exam. Take that, big glasses. So, before we went to break, we were going to talk about ICE. Recently, we met at a protest because ICE was in Staunton. And a lot of things happen from that. And it's an ongoing crisis in our country and state. So one of the things you guys have to prepare for is more ice incursions. Right. What are you doing to prepare for that?
Yeah, so that's actually something we don't really put out on social media a whole lot, but it's we can talk about it though. Is that
okay?
So we're working behind the scenes. We have somebody who's an organizer with us who has done a lot of research on immigrants' rights, know your rights, a safe way and a not safe way, a legal way and a not legal way to engage with ICE if they show up. And basically, we've just gone around we're just going around to local immigrants, some of the immigrant-run restaurants and things, introducing ourselves and just having like a private little sit-down one-on-one and sharing resources with them. Here's your rights. If you were to get detained, here's some resources for you. Here's the things you need to know, phone numbers that you need, and just equipping them with that information.
All right. What are some basics? ICE shows up and they're like, where are your papers? My ass doesn't have a license, and I'm a smart ass, so I'll be like, I'm Canadian, and just start saying Canadian things.
I would say probably the most important thing is just to remember that you don't have to let them into your home or on your premises without a warrant. But here's the other important thing is that there's a administrative warrant and a judicial warrant.
Yep.
And the way that you can tell is by looking to see who signed it. If it was signed by an ICE agent or a police officer, anybody, any kind of title,
anybody but a judge.
Anybody but a judge, you don't have to let them in. It's basically just a piece of paper. It doesn't have the same power as a judicial warrant.
Why do they even do it then?
Just so they can get in.
So they're like vampires.
Yeah. It's like, you need a warrant? Okay, here's a warrant. And basically,
some people will take that and as face value, and a lot of business owners they'll let them in. And then they can take whoever they want to take.
Right. Yeah, because once you let them in, then,
Is there a significant immigrant population in Macoupin County?
We have a lot of immigrant businesses.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say as a percentage, it's probably, I don't know, depends on what you call significant. I mean.
If you look at who owns just the restaurants in Staunton, it's majority immigrant owned.
Okay.
But that's probably the same with other surrounding towns too, like Gillespie, Carlinville, Litchfield.
Yes.
I have seen even when I was a teenager, I grew up in in foster care, a lot of smaller towns, and I was a waitress at I was a shitty waitress too, but at a restaurant, and they're from Albania, but they were not documented either, and I know that I think the smaller towns are more appealing for a lot of people because there's more opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's always a Mexican joint. Yeah. There's always a Chinese joint. And I love that.
No, same.
I would hate America without that. And
Absolutely.
It's
I grew up in Chicago. I appreciate good food that is definitely not just cheeseburger and McDonald's.
Exactly. One of my biggest criticisms of this town is there's not enough ethnic options. It's we got Chinese, we got Mexican. I want some Indian food. I mean, I know Santino's has that.
No, I mean, okay, so they do have, we are branching out.
We are branching out. We are becoming more urbane, more cosmopolitan, if you will. So I guess one of the issues that I see you guys, really having is a bunch of people, besides hating on you, they almost seem dangerous. Are you doing anything to protect yourselves from that? Is that a security concern of yours? Or do you think they're all just keyboard warriors?
Or have you received any threats that you did kind of take?
Yeah, have you ever
There was one. So first of all, we usually protest at the same location in our county. So we've established, which is Carlinville in front of the courthouse. Yeah, and we've established a good rapport with the Carlinville police and also the Macoupin County police, which are right across the street. And also we found out through that MAGA manure incident that we talked about earlier that the courthouse has cameras. We had footage of it, of them dropping off the manure and everything. Yeah. So the fact that we have cameras, and now that, again, thank you MAGA for the manure, because now we know that we have security cameras, but more importantly, the public now knows that we have security cameras because that stuff went public. That video footage went public. So yeah, we have the police on speed dial. We have good rapport with them. We also ask the police to ramp up patrols when we're protesting too, so they'll cruise by a little more often and stuff like that.
That's interesting. You don't find the police to be antagonistic or anything towards you?
No, they've actually been, I have to say, they've been pretty cooperative, really.
Okay. Yeah. That's impressive. Don't know if I'd
It's
expect that from
surprising.
Carlinville.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. Yeah.
No, they've been pretty supportive. I think they just recognize that we're exercising our constitutional rights, and they take their jobs very seriously to uphold the law, even if maybe some of them don't agree with our political opinions. They still have a job to do, and they still respect the rule of law.
Oh, that's good. That's better.
At least in this little pocket, anyway.
I mean, it is a little bit unnerving. Like just or I guess it was yesterday, like just to get a comment and a man shows pictures of all the guns that he owns. He just, in a comment where I'm just making a video about, I don't even remember what it was about, and he shows pictures of the guns that he owns.
But also, I want to say, too, that a lot, if maybe the vast majority of the haters who leave comments or make threats are all out of state.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh,
How are they finding you?
I'd like to think that our reach has just gone out that far.
On
I
it,
hope so.
If it's public, my theory is the algorithm is like they're probably distantly know somebody who supports it and positively, because I've noticed that sometimes with my stuff and Sunken Press in general, I'll do something public or we'll do something and somebody who's like loosely either like associated with somebody who supports it, but it's like public and it showed up in their feed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Like, we'll get people, it'll like Facebook will notify me like this person who has 10,000 followers. So like a MAGA influencer will comment something hateful. Well, then it shows up for the feed of all the MAGAs.
I love the way that they think they're owning the libs when in fact, like between the MAGA stuff and the comments driving our algorithm, they're actually just helping us.
It's very telling that they're fighting to own people.
Yeah.
That's kind of the right-wing way.
It's their whole thing.
Yeah.
So have you noticed you're making any headways? I know you said that Stoughton's a progressive hub right now a bit, but
Yeah.
what about the rest of Macoupin County? Like, I do not associate Macoupin County with progressive politics. No offense.
So by headway, that makes me think that maybe we're winning hearts and minds.
Are you?
So yeah, some stories about that. There's someone that I know. They're actually in Montgomery County, but not far over the border.
Uh-huh.
She came up to me one night. She saw me where I was out and came up to me and was talking about, because she saw me on Facebook and knew that we were doing all the protests and everything. And she said, I saw everything that you're doing. And she said, I want to let you know that I'm really grateful for what you're doing. I have been a lifelong Republican. My family has been lifelong Republicans. She goes, but I'm scared right now because I see that the Republican Party has basically been taken over, like by a coup of this MAGA. And she goes, I just want you to know that just because we're Republican doesn't mean we're MAGA. Those are two different things. And she goes, and also like, I don't know what to do, and I said, join us at a protest, and speak out. And so now I've seen this person, she's started speaking out on social media and things like that. And here she is, a Republican. And there was another Republican who actually showed up at a protest, was a staunch Republican. He read an editorial that Montgomery County Indivisible had put in the paper, and he showed up to a protest and was telling everybody about how he's basically converted, like he's awake now. He sees it. So
Oh no, he went woke.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I also feel like not just with the people, well, I guess it is still the people, but I guess it's okay to say this, but like we are trying to take over the Democratic Party.
Good.
We are
Somebody needs to.
trying to be empowering and inspiring and not take it over in a sense of like push everybody out of the way, but like I want to be
they need to be
inspired and make it
radicalized, honestly.
Yeah.
They
I
need
want it to be exciting again. And I feel like we are building excitement with this movement. Like the winter party for the Democrats was standing room only.
I heard.
Huge thanks to Meredith Silver for
Yeah,
her.
great job,
I
Meredith.
love her pins.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
She's so
She's
cool.
awesome.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
I got one right here.
Every time I see her at a thing, she has the coolest fucking pens. And I'm
And
like,
she's dressed cool.
She always has
she's
the best
so
outfits.
cool.
person.
yeah, and I'm like, damn.
And she does all the events for Macoupin County Democratic Party, and it's real, like we've all become like a team and a network, like all of us organizers, and even across the Metro East. I mean, I know like Andy Smith, who started Edwardsville. She was a huge mentor to me. I went to her, it was on Valentine's Day last year, and I said, I want to start something in Macoupin County. Can you help me? And she was like a very good teacher was like, I can help you get started, but you're going to have to lead that movement.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
Because she can only do so much in her own community, like I said about you earlier.
Well, not only are you guys, it's not like you're sitting around and staying around with signs bitching about Trump. You're offering mutual aid. You're having food drives. You're literally
We're trying to make action.
building a community,
Right.
not just a political movement.
Yes.
And that is like tangible. Like that's a good thing that people can
Yeah.
count on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Republicans are just like, oh, we're gonna own the libs,
Exactly.
and it's like,
Like this is
and for a while, the Republicans could be like, oh, we're the funny ones, we're the ones who aren't offended, blah
Right.
blah blah. And now they're like the most triggered.
Oh my
people,
God,
and-
they're the biggest snowflakes. That's the
Yeah.
irony.
So bad.
Everything about the Republican Party is all about irony.
I mean, I just spoke about finally, like, publicly on the Macoupin County Indivisible page about my heroin addiction, and because a lot of the funding got cut, and then I think they restored it now. But I kind of threw a fit about that because, like, come the fuck on, why are we cutting this? And I had a woman speak up who said that she's conservative, but she couldn't believe the way that I get spoken to in my comments, and that she's been watching, and that there's a lot of people that she speaks to that watch my comments, and a lot of women that are conservative, but they do not like the way that I'm being treated. So I know that even with my content, there is a lot of hate. I've learned to embrace it. I've been bullied my whole life, and I feel like this is like the reason why, because now it does not faze me really, because I also have
it was training.
Yes. And now I have a community who like builds me up so much that I don't even feel that. But it's also like just proving my point of like Republicans are bullies. Like the MAGA regime are bullies. And who wants to be associated with a bully? Like as a woman and as yes, like
Yeah.
we've got to start building a bridge somewhere. So I'm trying to lay off a little bit of my snarkiness and my sarcasm a little bit, and trying to build a little bit of a bridge. I can't go off forever because I just am. I'm just a sarcastic person a little bit, but and there's some days where I just have enough and I like have to say some shit, but
sarcasm is your superpower.
yes.
You use it well.
Yeah. So, but I also want to build that bridge because I think we have a lot of silent followers that are noticing how everybody is treating each other, not just in the news, but like how people talk to one another and how people behave in reality. I think it's what's waking people up.
I just want all of you to know that I will not stop. I will not relent. And whenever you conservatives of any gender are taking a hot, embarrassing poop, just know that that's the way I always picture you. All right, cool.
And I'm going to stay passive aggressive. I'm going to stay passive aggressive.
Now you just need a sponsor for messages like that. This message brought to you by...
Oh, who wants to sponsor my ass? Email us at sunkenpresspodcast@gmail.com. You could sponsor me saying weird shit about poop. Anytime. Day or night. I'll even call your house. Okay, so I'd like to ask some more like developments you guys got going on. I know a few things you got behind the scenes. I'm not going to mention them until you're ready. I just kind of want to know, like, this is going to drop in like a week or two. Is there anything you want to announce? Anything you want to hype up?
For starters, I would just say next big national day of action that's coming is No Kings 3. Indivisible National is saying like end of March. So to anybody listening, whether you come to Macoupin County Indivisible's protest for No Kings 3, just go to a local chapter, go to indivisible.org and find your local, well, I'm sure there will be a No Kings 3 probably protest
And you can
located.
follow them to find out when
Yeah.
the date is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got
Follow
Alton
them.
People's United doing it here.
Okay.
And I think Anna and Andy and the gang are doing it down in Edwardsville.
So we have choices. We have a lot of choices around the area.
I heard rumors they're trying to do a way that you can go to all of them in like a loop from like Belleville to.
Oh, that's a lot.
It hasn't been. It hasn't.
I love the
officially
dedication.
announced,
It's not
but,
officially
like,
announced. I've heard whispers
I don't know
of
people
it.
do
like
that.
it would be like a protest crawl. Like you start at one and you
Yeah.
can go to all through all of
It's
them.
like getting Pokemon badges.
oh
Yeah. You should have badges at each one. Be like, well,
Okay.
designed by
That just sounds like a lot of driving. I'm
listen,
maybe old.
I'm an
but-
ideas guy. I'm a marketing guy. I'm a propagandist. Like, I'm not associated with any progressive, communist, leftist group. Like, they've all tried to recruit me a little bit, and I'm always like, but I'm too much of a communist to be with you Democrats. And then the communists are like, you don't read enough theory. And I'm like, I'm too much of an anarchist to be with you communists. And like, it all just teeters together. So I've just studied propaganda. And I'm like, I like what you're doing. I'll hype you. I like what you're doing. I'll hype you. I like what you're doing. I'll hype you. And like, it's great because I see this network of like cohesion going on between like everywhere from Montgomery to Macoupin to, and like, it makes me wonder, like, where's next? Like, is Greene, Jersey, or Calhoun gonna pop up? Like, those are places
it goes further than that, Corey. Next week, Chelsa and I and some other organizers are actually joining a Zoom call with organizers out of Chicago. Like, our network here, for us anyway, from where we're sitting, stretches all the way from St. Louis. We have friends and organizers in St. Louis, all the way up to Peoria, Springfield, Peoria, and Chicago.
I mean, yeah, like that all makes a lot of sense because like those are pretty good hubs to have. But like, what about the other rural counties around you that don't have that?
They're starting.
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to do is not try to be leaders, but try to set an example of what you don't have. It doesn't take. You don't have to be like the smartest person in the world to do this.
You just have to have compassion.
Yes, and you have to just want to show up because Indivisible has the resources.
Okay.
They're full of resources.
They'll give you training.
Yes, there's trainings. There's so much out there. You just have to go out and find it and educate yourself, and you can start your own Indivisible chapter. And I think they said there's thousands now.
Yeah.
And there's even just a rural red like area of like where there's Indivisibles popping up in these rural red
I was gonna say, because like those 3 counties, like I love them dearly. I grew up in Jersey County. I want to see Jersey County like go back to its abolitionist roots. I want to see it go back to like its common sense, small rural farmer roots.
Yeah.
Its mutual aid roots.
People just need to, right now, we see these small towns, people are coming out. They are, but they need support. And I think that's awesome. Like, like a lot of people are coming out for the, like, no, I'm a liberal actually, but I just live in this town and I've been agreeing with everyone because, you know.
You have to go with the flow.
Yeah. Like.
I do think that, we talked about community earlier. Mm-hmm. I do think that we talk about this a lot. It's just amazing, the community, and it's almost evolved. Well, not almost. It really has become like a chosen family at this point. Not just between Chelsa and I, but just all of the organizers. I mean, gosh, it almost reminds me of like a bygone era, like before TV or something, when people, somebody was sick and people would show up with food, or somebody passed away and you had friends rally around you. You needed help. All you had to do was raise your hand and ask, and you had people swarm you with help. And that's kind of what this movement has become. It's not just about the protesting and the organizing. It's really become like a tight-knit family. But it spans multiple counties, though.
Yes.
And it's like a beautiful thing, really.
It really
is. Noticed. It's one of my... I had lost a lot of hope after the election. I was just like, well, shit. Like, I wouldn't have been excited if Kamala won. I just was devastated that Trump did.
Yeah. I had called it though, and really, I think we had talked right before when I was like, "He's gonna win," and you were like, "I mean, I don't know," and I was like, "No, I was very, this is what it is."
And I knew this would all happen because I read Project 2025. I knew he was a fascist. Stephen Miller is the worst fascist in the fucking world, and like, I'm like, oh, cool, these guys are gonna run the country. All right, I need to get a passport. I need to buy a bunch of ammo. I need to have like 6 months worth of food stocked up. I need to buy black market antibiotics. Like, there's all sorts of shit I need to do.
I think it's time for me to own a gun. I think I'm there.
We'll talk about that later. Okay. There's many roles in revolution.
There is. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but
I am one of the biggest advocates for firearm ownership.
No, but I think I've had therapy.
Nicole.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, I do have another question for you though. So as far as organization, what are things when you were organizing your first protest that you wish you would have known that you would like to impart wisdom on other people who are going to do their organizing?
That's good. Like people who are organizing their first protest?
Yeah, like what are some tips?
Ahead. You go first.
Do not wait till you think you have every detail lined out. Do not feel like you have to have everything perfect. Show up and people will show up. Yeah. Like all you have to do is literally show up with some signs and they will come.
It's not that you just show up.
Yes.
Build it and they will come. Yeah, and if you're on social media, probably promote it.
Promote it. But like truly, I used to worry about like, well, do we have the music or do we have and I had my friend Marcella just look at me one time whenever and I'm like, I don't know how I have to go speak and I have to do this and do that. And she's like, you just need to go and stand out there.
Yeah.
You're not a MAGA funeral. You know, you're good. You're standing on good principles.
Yes,
yeah, people are going to come and respond to that.
Yes,
you don't need
and that's
theatrics.
Truly what we've done.
Yeah.
And you build and you make it better as you go. And that's all we've done. We started with bare bones and now we have built a community, and we not just like resistance meetings and protest and mutual aid, but we also have fun together. Like, we have potlucks.
We go out all the time. I think we're out together, like as a group, us organizers and other just protesters, probably at least once a week.
Yes, and it's a lot of creative people who are like musicians and do art, and it's really been beautiful.
I would also say to somebody who's a complete newbie to protesting, I would also say to probably go to the ACLU. If you go to their website, there's a page on there that kind of explains some of the legal do's and don'ts about protesting. Like, for example, you don't want to show up on private property protesting. You want to keep it on public property. You know, you don't block traffic, things like that. Usually the rule of thumb is if you're on a sidewalk, it's pretty much fair game, or any public park or, you know, a public building like a courthouse, something like that. But yeah, just kind of be cognizant. Don't show up at a business's parking lot or something like that. Because then if they ask you to leave and you don't, then you actually can get arrested because you're not following.
That's good to know. Because I thought a parking lot would be fair game. But no, you're right.
I would also say, too, to anybody who's just getting started is focus on momentum and growth. In other words, like always be thinking about what comes next. So if you organize a protest this week, know when the next time, have an idea in your mind when your next date is going to be, so that for the people who show up, like Chelsa said, build it and they will come. That way, when people do show up, you can say, by the way, next week we're back here again. Or follow us on Facebook at blah, 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 Facebook
Give
page.
people an action
and then because
item.
we're going to have another one. So then, you know, always be thinking about like putting one foot in front of the other. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, it's time for our second break, and we're going to come back with our final segment, which I want to talk about some of the candidates running and a little bit about what you meant by take over the Democratic Party. Do we mean move it further left? Do we mean, can we move a little further left?
I think that's what she meant, Corey. I think that's what she meant.
Can we maybe get a little universal health care? A little tiny bit of that?
I think we could.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, so let's take our final break.
We're fiending for that universal health.
Fiending for that universal health care. Give me that shit.
Maybe you could get X-Lax as a sponsor.
Oh, see, I'm one of them crunchy moms.
We don't want X-Lax. We don't want the pro-ana community.
I like the Senna. I like the Senna leaf that just makes you go whoosh. I love that shit.
4 poops a day.
4 poops a day, yeah.
That's a lot.
Poop, it's a solid poop.
No,
all right, producer Missy says we can't talk about poop.
I'm a nurse and I talk about shit every day, and I'm just saying, fiber.
They can talk about poop, but we can't talk about poop. I see how it is, producer Missy.
Mom's gonna get mad.
Mom's mad. All right, this is all gonna be cut. So
keep it a little bit.
Yeah. So I would like.
I say keep
minimum butt talk. We're back.
We're back. All right. So we're back with Macoupin County Indivisible. We got Chelsa and Kelley here. And what were we going to talk about? We're going to talk about politics, candidates, and whatnot.
Yeah.
I noticed you guys have a forum, a town hall coming up.
Yes.
With Dylan Blaha. Fun fact, last night, I moderated his town hall in Swansea. Recently.
And we were so proud of you, man.
I saw that on
was
Facebook.
Awesome.
It was fun. I had a great time. I love the fact that he doesn't take APAC money. I love the fact that he's pro-labor, pro-environment.
And if you don't know who he is, watch our other
we interviewed him.
We interviewed him a while back.
You're the one who told me about him.
Yeah, I'm glad that you interviewed him.
Yeah, you made me a Blaha boy. You were
That's exactly what I was giggling when you said Blaha. 'Cause when you said you're a Blaha boy,
I'm a Blaha
on Facebook,
boy.
I almost shit my pants.
No, it's so true though. It's like, I mean, if Nikki wins the primary, I'll vote for her because she's not a Republican. But she voted for the Lake and Riley Act.
Don't make us do that.
She voted for the Lake and Riley Act. She thanked ICE. She's gonna have to get that shit together if she's gonna get reelected.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons I'm happy he's primarying her, whether whoever wins, is the fact that she now knows that those are issues that we all have with her. Which brings me to my next point. Democrats have disappointed a lot of people, which is one of the reasons we're in this mess. Like, we can blame Republicans all day, but if it wasn't for Democrats failing small towns and small counties and rural farmers, we wouldn't be here. And I was just in, like, a lot of the policies that Blaha champions would help rural counties, rural farmers. They're very common sense. It's like universal health care.
Right.
We're closing hospitals instead. Like,
And the first ones are going to be closed is
the rural hospitals. Like, you don't want to have to
Yeah.
drive 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's going to kill these towns even further. Like, it's bad enough that they don't have good paying jobs. It's bad enough that they don't have access to a lot of resources and amenities. But if you're taking away fucking rural hospitals,
No,
that's a problem.
When you say it's going to kill these towns, it's literally going to kill the towns.
Exactly.
Because if you're having a heart attack and your small town hospital has closed because of these, Trump cuts, then you're probably going to be dead by the time you get to the next nearest hospital.
Yeah.
So it's literally going to cost people their
Or you're going
lives.
to have to get airlifted, and that's
Something.
going to be
Oh, yeah.
so expensive. A lot of these more left-wing or progressive policies would be great for rural counties, yet we seem to be sending a lot of Democrats to D.C. and Springfield that have weird takes. Like, I worked for Monica Bristow for a hot minute, and I like Monica Bristow. She's great. But she was telling people that she's pro-life, and I'm like, oh, no, dog. People around here love abortion. We're kind of an abortion town. I don't know if you know this, but... And it's like, seeing that makes me really like what you said about taking over the Democratic Party. Like you're a woman with experience in addiction and being harassed in a fucking small town. Like, these policies directly affect you.
Right.
And, like, what kind of things are you doing to maybe move more moderate Democrats toward better policies that would support more rural places? Like, that's my question.
we want to kick it to the
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kick it
Yeah.
to the left.
I think it's really just something that's happening all across America with all the Indivisible chapters.
Okay.
So I'll give you some examples. So Indivisible National has taken the position. So Indivisible, the way that they'll kind of handle their candidate endorsements, as I understand it, is chapters like ours will get to weigh in. And I don't want to say cast a vote, but we basically kind of get to say, like, hey, this is the candidate. We've met them. We support them. They align with our progressive values, because Indivisible is a nonpartisan organization, but we are progressive and pro-democracy. So all the chapters get to weigh in. We kind of deliver all that information to Indivisible National, and then they use that to inform who they're going to get behind. So Indivisible National has taken the position that any candidate who will not call for Chuck Schumer's resignation, they're not endorsing. So just
Oh,
forget it.
hell yeah.
Yes. We will not endorse anyone who doesn't call for Chuck Schumer's, so.
Right.
And for those who don't know, Chuck Schumer is the current head of the Democratic Party, who is a known coward, lover of AIPAC in Israel, and overall ghoul.
And the other thing I think we're trying to do is empower people, like within the Democrat. Like, I will be very honest, I didn't know what a PC was or what it did before a couple years ago. And now that I am a PC, I still don't fully
Hold on,
feel
what's a PC?
a precinct committee
Yeah, I thought you were
person.
talking about computer at first. I was
Yeah,
like, me
no.
either.
Like a precinct committee person.
Okay.
The local Democratic Party, I wasn't informed. I
No,
wasn't
same.
part of it.
I'm just learning about this stuff.
Yes,
That's why it's
I
really,
don't know a lot about it, and so
You're learning.
I'm learning as I go. But I also have felt like, personally, and I'm not trying to talk shit on any of our
Talk shit.
old school
we
Democrats.
like shit talk.
I wish I felt more empowered. I wish I knew more, and I wish that there were more stepping stones to keep me that way. I think we could keep people more excited about this. And it's sad to see, like, most of our local elections, there's just nobody running against these Republicans.
Yup, we had that in Madison.
Yes.
Right.
And so that's the other thing we're doing. We're trying to get people to run. Like, we're trying to oppose every Republican that we can possibly oppose on every level. Now, we're not just talking about big elections. We have to pay attention to these small
Yup.
elections that we think nobody pays attention to. That's where we're going to change hearts and
County
minds.
boards,
Yep.
mayors,
Yes.
city
Yep.
council, everything. It
Yes.
all starts at grassroots. Like, this one of the reasons we started this
Yeah.
podcast was we interviewed the mayoral candidates of Alton. We asked them questions that I cared about. We've interviewed the police chief here.
You guys would be awesome to have your own Indivisible chapter within this.
I'm down.
You can
trying this. I mean, I can't do it alone. I'm busy at fucking enough.
I mean, there's plenty. I try to be unaffiliated. It's. I feel like it's bad enough that
I to volunteer.
No, for sure, and I like going to protests. I like supporting. I'm more along the lines of like, I am a biased journalist. We all know I'm very biased. I'm probably a communist. Who knows?
We advertise ourselves as pretty fucking biased.
Yes, we're extreme. Like, but I'm not going to lie to people. Like, if a left winger does something fucked up, I'm gonna be like, that sucks.
Yeah, no.
That's actually why you'd make a great Indivisible leader, because that's exactly the position that Indivisible takes is, we are not an arm of the Democratic Party. Even though it might look like it right now in this chapter of history, but really, I mean, Ezra, one of the co-founders of Indivisible, has said that, if a Democrat votes the wrong way or won't stand up, won't grow a spine, we'll call them out too. So it's not, we're not just an echo chamber for the Democratic Party.
No, we are not. We are there to try to push it for progress, because sitting stagnant has got us to where we are right now.
Yeah. And it's fascism.
Yes.
We are in 1930s Germany, rapidly moving toward the 40s.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to blame Trump, and it is Trump, but like, it's also Stephen Miller. It's also Pete Hegseth. It's also RFK Jr. Like,
there's a group
these
of
ghouls.
Yeah, it's a machine, and Trump is just the puppet with other people pulling the strings, really.
Yeah, and probably doping him up to make sure that he can say words and stuff, and like,
and sometimes he gets words out.
Yeah, true. But like, also one of the things we glaze over is the fact that Joe Biden was one of the most progressive presidents we had. But we all forget about that.
And I feel like he still didn't get enough done.
No. We forget about it because he wasn't very good at it. And the fascists, we have to call them fascists at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
They're
100%.
fascists. They're not even Republicans anymore.
No.
Like Mitt Romney, John McCain, I didn't like a lot of the shit they did. But like, if they were in charge, I would just be complaining about them.
Right.
I wouldn't be like, all right, guys, we got to stock up on ammo and food.
Right.
We might invade Canada. Are you ready to be a partisan fighting guerrilla warfare alongside your Canuck brothers?
It's messy.
It's too messy. Like, I don't like it. Like, I mean, okay, so patriotism has to play a role in this because you wouldn't be fighting for a country you didn't love.
Right.
But what would you do if we did something fucked up like invade Canada?
I mean, well, yeah, we'd protest the hell out of it, that's for sure. And I mean, we'd have to be calling our elected officials in Congress and getting them to get off their asses and do something.
I mean,
I would probably defect to Canada with a gun.
I know.
Well, yeah.
Is it bad that it's almost like we'd be on Canada's side?
Yeah, I'd be on Canada's side.
I
would
really,
totally work against the fascists on the side of Canada. It'd be like the French resistance.
That is an interesting question. Like, what side do you choose? It'd be kind of weird to be like on Canada's side fighting your own army.
Yeah, like what would you do?
But I mean, like that's the point. That's kind of with the direction we're going, right?
And I hate the fact that we're looking at shit like that. It's just like, man, I love Canada. A lot of my favorite shit's Canadian, and I'm like, oh, cool. So we're just gonna go kill Seth Rogen. I see how it is. Yeah, we're gonna go get him. We're gonna go fucking black bag him. We're gonna take Vancouver. And it's like, what are we
totally
to do?
off topic? But have you ever seen The Long Shot with Seth Rogen? It is the cutest movie. I love it. Corey, every time we bring up Seth Rogen, he reminds me that watch it. Even just a little scene with Seth Rogen, it is him.
It's whenever I dated Sasha.
He's wearing a 90s windbreaker and like quits he's a journalist. He quits his job.
I'm going to have to go home and watch it.
Sorry.
Okay, so.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
You can have some of mine.
So. Before
Did you just drink her water?
Yep.
I'll get you some.
Drink your milkshake over there, dog.
Should we pause? I'll go get you some.
No.
I don't think I've even touched mine.
No, it's okay.
There's no lip. Wait, no, there's a little lipstick now.
See what kind of
I'll go
man
get you
he
some.
is.
I'll go get you some.
We're almost done. We got this. Okay. So, before the break, we were talking about how you're doing a town hall with Dylan Blaha on February 3rd.
Yep.
What other events you guys got coming up? I know that you have a bookstore.
Well, it's in progress, actually. This is kind of a crazy idea that's actually an extension of the movement. It's kind of a fun idea.
It's up and coming.
Okay.
So.
Yes. So we're calling it Beat Nick Books.
Like Kerouac?
Yeah.
Ginsberg?
But it's kind of just a play on, well, it's going to be a bookshop that focuses like focuses on banned and threatened books.
Okay.
And also books that spark important conversations, books about civil resistance.
Progressive
It's going to be a progressive, left-leaning, independent bookstore.
You're going to get this nonviolent shit will get you killed?
No,
It's a good one. It's a really good one. It's all about how nonviolent protests have been bolstered by the threat of
haven't heard
violence
about that
ever
one yet.
since the civil rights movement. It goes into detail about like the Deacons, who were a group of black guys who were armed
that
were
stood by.
yeah
yes.
that helped people vote. And then at one point they were going to the fire department and police department were going to turn hoses on a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And the Deacons were like, turn on the hoses and I will shoot you. And then the hoses never turned on.
Yeah.
And I think that's wild.
I think sometimes the threat of violence does help.
Yeah.
Violence itself is not good. But
No.
the implication that nonviolent resistance is a service to
That's
you.
basically
It's a
what
favor.
the military
Yeah.
does. They're
Yeah.
like, we got guns, don't come at us, or we use our guns. That's like how we protect our country.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like we are being nonviolent because we can, not because we have to.
No, actually, that does sound like a good book that would be in our shop. But you're right, though. I mean, when you look at the civil rights movement in the 60s, it wasn't until televised events of police using fire hoses on just innocent, peaceful protesters and the dogs and the fire hoses and the beatings and all that stuff. It's when the white people saw this injustice happening that it became unacceptable. And that's when the movement actually really took off.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, but now we can see a woman get shot 3 times in the face and your neighbor is just like, that domestic terrorist had it coming.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know
scary.
though. I'm looking forward to seeing how the turnout for No Kings 3 is going to be.
I bet
Because
it's
I think the whole thing with Renee Good really woke a lot of people up.
It did,
Yeah.
but I think the people get peaceful protests and no animosity at all mixed up because it's a protest. People are going to be
Yes.
emotionally charged. I mean, you think back then people just sat down and didn't tell them to go fuck themselves, but they didn't kill them. But now we're saying, oh yeah, if you're a peaceful protester who is not being demure and kind and everything, no, like it's not reasonable. Peaceful just means they're not using violence. You can use your mouth however the fuck you want to use it, like we do, and like you guys do. And I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Like there's so many Republicans who were like, "Oh no, they're not peaceful because they were cussing them out." No,
Amen to that. So, Beat Nick books. Back to the topic.
Sorry,
went
yeah.
off. No, you're
I
okay.
saw that on Facebook. I didn't know you were behind it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to hear
Yeah.
more about it.
Yeah, so this is really kind of an extension of the movement, but we're really not doing this as a grift or a get rich off of this. Actually, what we want to do is take the profits after the business is taken care of and the costs are covered, take the profits and reinvest it back into the movement. You know, so that way, if we want to have letter writing campaigns, postcarding campaigns, we just need to buy some equipment for something.
More resistance meetings and different things like that.
T-shirts to spread, branding and to spread the awareness and
Right.
things like that. But yeah, the bookshop could provide that extra revenue stream to kind of help fuel our local chapter.
And it wouldn't just be a bookshop. It's going to be a progressive third space.
Yep.
There's going to be art. There's going to be music.
Like Catco.
We hope that
That's
there
what
will
I-
be a podcast that comes out of that as well.
Hell yeah.
Just to talk about living in a red rural area and just bring awareness to all of that.
Could be just bringing a speaker in who's an expert on something and just having them come in and talk and inviting the community in, and of course an author because it's a bookshop. But like family game nights and just jams and concerts, maybe some listening room. If there's a local singer-songwriter, have them come in and do like a little living room concert.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's just another
You might
way
wanna-
for us to build community.
You might want to consider maybe having like a peer-run high school group that's interested in reading banned books.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I think it might be, good idea for it to be peer-led, like somebody,
Right.
who is interested in politics, who's learning themselves, who is, something like more kids need to be, like, I wish my son was into anything, like.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It goes with yours. It's
Okay,
it's synergistic. I remember as a kid, I loved reading because Book It, and they'd give me pizza.
Oh, yeah.
You should do a progressive adult and whoever in all ages Book It. Where like if you read enough of the cool literature, like if you read the book of the month, or you like read another one, you get a pizza night. You get invited to come and get pizza.
That's
that
actually a
would
great
be
idea.
So awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it'd make
a
people
great
read. I
idea.
would read for pizza. I fucking love pizza. Like,
Yes.
my
Yeah.
wife's a librarian. She can't even get me to read. She doesn't even try pizza.
She should try pizza.
A banned book club with pizza night? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and
you gotta.
I'm hoping too that it's the whole marketing thing too of people want what they can't have.
Yeah.
And so you tell somebody that we don't want you to read these books, that just makes you want to read it even more.
It's
I mean,
true.
again, the irony of everything, right? It's like, but yeah, it's going to be a place where people can come and actually do stuff too. Like we're having conversations with the MAC right now, and I've talked to them about maybe having their art bus come and have like a workshop night, or featuring a local artist's work when we're open, and having there's a meeting room that could easily be converted to an art gallery and just have the local art. I want to focus on local artists. So we've already had local musicians come in and play.
We had jam
it's
nights.
Jam
potlucks.
nights.
Where is it?
It's in Gillespie.
Yeah,
Where
right
at?
downtown 314 South Macoupin. But it's not open yet. It's not
Okay,
open yet. So
okay.
don't if you're listening
Don't
to this,
show up.
So
Okay.
you're just having like preparation parties with music.
Yes,
you can
guys
come
have
knock on my
fun
door
with
and
the
I'll
opening.
introduce
Okay,
myself. But
I
yeah,
like that.
we're just
We had a
getting
little
this started.
housewarming party, and
Okay.
we have a lot of friends, like I said, that are creative. So, like, we hit our 3 million, so we have a 3 million party this weekend
Yeah.
that we have for just some of us organizers
Hell
to
yeah.
celebrate it. You're invited.
I gotta
if you
go
guys
to
wanna
my
come.
uncle's funeral.
I heard.
I
I
gotta go
invited
to his
Colton
uncle.
because I thought it would be fun, but I forgot that
Yeah.
that going on.
Yeah, we have the same cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I know.
thought
I
we brought this
gathered
up.
that, but
Yeah,
you did not. But I gathered.
So
it.
basically, my uncle.
But you guys aren't related, right?
No.
No. We share cousins.
Okay, I
And one of them, I'm gonna give him a shout out. His name's Colton Sellers. He does
amazing.
Simply Sellers photography.
Yep.
Beautiful work. He's
Yes. His wife does that.
Emma's so sweet, and they're
Yes.
very talented. They're very wholesome. Nothing like me in that fashion at all. They're very down to earth people, very sweet. And his brother Dakota, who likes to point out my penis at weddings. Okay. Anyways,
There is Dakota.
There is Dakota, but yeah, we have shared cousins. I think that's cool. I think it's very.
We have
Yeah,
shared
I love
internet
that.
trolls and shared cousins.
Listen, a lot of those trolls, I just see comment hateful things on your shit and I block them. But before I block them, I get a little screenshot of their silliest profile picture and I'm like, you're my collection now,
Yay,
boys.
forever.
You're one of my Pokemans. And I just like look through them and I'm like, your name is Grunt Bruce. Your name is Flim Flam. I don't even look at their names. I don't screenshot their names or nothing. I have no idea who the fuck these people are. I just make up names for them like Dirty Dave. And I'm like, there's Dirty Dave. His attack is watch your drink.
We had a whole conversation about these Pokemon cards at Mississippi Culture last
Oh, yeah.
week.
Oh,
And we were
boy.
talking about them.
I've only given out 14 of them, and I'm trying to make a run of 69.
We
So
heard-
if any of you get them, it means I love you, and I think what
it's
you're
a
doing is
limited
great.
edition. I gotta put my daughter to bed, so we gotta wrap this
Okay,
up
okay,
a little
let's
bit.
wrap it up,
But
let's wrap it up.
I would like to ask you guys. So, if they wanted to join you guys, how do you contact? And we'll also put this on the screen. But if people want to get involved, Macoupin County Indivisible, like
Yeah, we're on Facebook. Macoupin County Indivisible is where we're at on Facebook. We're also, you have to help me out with this. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. I think that's it.
That's it.
And who should seek you out?
Anybody.
Anybody,
Everybody.
yeah, anybody who doesn't agree with this, no matter what you're, even if you've voted Republican your whole life, if you just disagree with what's going on right now, you're welcome to come and join us. And we are working on building a website too, MacoupinIndivisible.org.
I think so.
I think so.
We'll put it up.
It's
when
okay,
it-
we'll
we'll
do
do
it.
our
It's
research.
under
We'll pop it up.
construction.
And if anybody wants to start their own Indivisible group, go to indivisible.org. They have all the resources there. It's really
You
easy.
hear
Yeah.
me, Jersey, Green, and Calhoun? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I fucking love you, Calhoun County. Don't let me down. Don't be MAGA. Your entire existence relies on our tax money. You can't get in there without an IDOT funded drawbridge or a fucking ferry. I'm gonna go buy your peaches.
We love
but if you're a
immigrants. That's
fascist,
all.
I'm gonna feel
Yeah,
weird
like-
about buying your peaches. Like, I love Donald Trump. I hate immigrants. Buy my peaches. It's like, I don't want to buy your peaches. They're full of hate. Your peaches is full of hate. Prove me wrong, Calhoun. Prove me wrong, Green. And you, Jersey. The county what made me. Fuck you. Get it Indivisible right now. It's so easy, right?
Make
It is.
peaches.
Make peaches good again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Climate change is already fucking up your crop. I know it. I watch it. I see it. And you're all like, climate change ain't real. It's a Democrat hoax. Yeah, well, you know what? Me fucking your wife's a Democrat hoax.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. It's the sellers in me. You've invoked the sellers, and now it's all out.
I shouldn't have brought this
I
up.
know you brought it up, and now it activated the genes. The same.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
We always end it like this.
We do, and we
Always
love
end
it.
No,
We
you
love
guys.
it.
Okay, on a real serious, not sarcastic at all note, you guys have given me so much fucking hope in this world.
Oh.
Seeing you do what you're doing with the success you're getting in a county as red as Macoupin is. It's one of the only reasons I have hope. A lot of times I'll look out and just be like, well, guess we're invading Greenland. Who the fuck cares? It's all over. Oh boy, this sucks. And then I'm like, Macoupin County is fighting. What am I doing? You guys are fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah.
In a really scary place. And like, as a woman especially, man, like you said, you've been bullied your whole life. I just want to let you both know that I admire you tremendously. And like, I get threatened all the time.
Before we go, I want you to put your shades back on one more time.
Yeah,
I
put
want
them
you
on.
to say something directly to
Say
the
something to the
fucking
haters. Both of you, I want a message to the haters.
Fuck ICE. Fuck MAGA. Fuck the fascists.
And if you voted for this, fuck you too.
Unless you want to take it back, maybe, I don't know.
Unless you'd like to roll it back.
And then still fuck you a little bit.
Yeah.
And you better vote the right way in
Don't
2026.
forgive me.
Blue wave is coming.
Listen, you want these people to win. You don't want my future to happen. Re-education camps, domes, and whatnot.
Domes.
You will live in domed cities. There will be an eternal gathering of the juggalos.
There's
and
going to
that
be
will
something
be the checkpoint.
solar
Hey,
powdered.
you laugh,
Powder.
but Trump's name for the whole space force thing was the
The
Golden,
Golden Dome.
I have a joke I can make about Golden Dome, but I won't.
Oh my God.
All right.
Don't
And on that
make more
note-
work for. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for all you do. You're an inspiration.
And thank
to
you for
everyone.
sharing our shit.
Thank
We
you
do
for being my
appreciate it.
mentor.
I'm not anyone's mentor, except for
Quit
maybe Chase.
saying that.
Maybe Steph.
You are many people's mentor.
All right,
Anyway,
I think we are done.
Yeah. No. Well, so that woman.
Oh, that
came
woman.
To Looney's event. For
Oh,
Renee.
at
Yeah.
the Renee Good Vigil?
They were there. But you
Was
know
she
what?
respectful?
Yes, and that is what impressed me because I really don't think, as outspoken as this person was about Charlie Kirk, she didn't come to make a scene or to
Start shit.
She came to pay her respects. And I actually dogged on that woman so much. Sorry, ma'am.
I still will.
Yes, but also I
I found your
really
thirst trap Instagram where you listen to Kid Rock.